Smart, smart, do. We are the children, the children of God. Come, come, come. We change our world. We have what it takes to do it smart and make it smart. Welcome to our Smart Do.
Hello children, welcome back to another exciting episode. This is Social Studies Start 5, looking at a topic known as communication. Now, we first of all look at the meaning of communication. So what do we mean by the term communication? So this is the sending of information and messages from one person to another. Okay. So this is the sending of information. Okay. This is the sending of information. Okay. Or messages from one place to another, or person to another. Okay? For example, if you are sending information, okay, or message from one place to another, okay, that's what we call communication. Okay? I'm sending information from one place to another, I'm sending information from one person to another, that's what we call communication. So communication is where you relay messages, information, from one place to another or from one person to another. For example, this is a person at point A. It's called point A. And then you have point B. Okay? So when sending information, okay, you send the information or message or even a letter from one person to from one place to another, or from a person here to another person. That's what we call communication. So that is communication. Sending of information or messages from one person to another. That's what we call communication. Now, I want us to look at the traditional forms of communication. So at this time or stage, we look at the methods or traditional forms that were being used in the past as a way of sending information. We know that in the past there were no phones. There was all the tablets that we have, the smartphones. There were no telephones. But people used to communicate. They could relay messages and they could also understand each other. So, and even also there were no pens, so they could not write messages sending one person to another. So there were ways, they had invented ways that they could communicate from one person to another. Okay? So, which are these ways, the traditional forms? Now, traditionally, we have two forms of communication. One, we have what we call the verbal communication. And two, we have what we call the non-verbal means of communication. So traditional, we have what we call the verbal means of communication. And number two, we have what we call the non-verbal means of communication. So there are two types, there are two methods of traditional forms of communication. So we'll start with the one known as the verbal. The verbal. The verbal means of communication, the verbal. So this is by use of mouth. Okay? When I can say verbal, is by use of your mouth, okay? To relay a message, to give out an information. Like for example, I'm using my mouth to give out this information. So I can say I'm using what we call verbal means of communication. As I send this information about communication to you, as I relay this message to you. This is what we call verbal. Verbal means of communication in the past, the type of verbal communication or means of communication that was being used in the past. One was by use of a messenger. So when we talk about a messenger, these are a person who would be given a message, will be relayed the message. For example, I decide to call a person here. I come and give him a message. I tell him I want you to go to the chief, tell the chief that tomorrow morning I'll be coming to see him and see that he receives the information as correctly as possible. So what do you call that? That is verbal means of communication. So there were people that were in the past were known as messengers. They were used to send messages. They were used to send and receive messages, okay? So the use of a messenger was to relay, was being given a message and take the message to the right people, okay? For example, like in the past, a messenger was used to relay messages, probably from the chief relaying to a certain particular person in the area, okay? So that's what was being used in the past, okay? Now, that was a messenger. Number two, the second means of transport that was being used. And then the second type of means of communication, verbal communication that was used, was by screaming, okay? We have screaming, crying, or even wailing. Okay? Screaming, crying, or wailing. Okay? Screaming, crying, or wailing. So, screaming or crying or wailing, this was a means of communication that was used to communicate. Okay? Whereby when you screamed, when people screamed, means there was something bad that was happening. For example, if there was a robbery, people attacked a certain community because there was this issue of people attacking another community. Screaming, crying, or wailing. Okay? Now, one would scream when the community was attacked. Okay? There was these cattle raids that used to happen. So one would scream if the community was attacked. Crying, one would cry or wail. Okay? When a death of a person occurred, there's a way they would cry, meaning a great person or probably a chief died. Okay? It would be different with the way an ordinary person would die. So there was a screaming, crying, and wailing that used to happen in the community to send a message to the community. Number C, the next verbal communication was by ululations. Ululations, this is where when there was birth, this was a sign of happiness, a sign of joy in the community. When a child was born, they would have what we call the ululation. It's mostly done with the women. The way they would say, "Ali-li-li-li-li," when a child was born. This is what we call ululations. Now, ululation was done when a child was born. For example, for a boy child, they would give 5 ululations for a boy child, a male child that has been born. And they would give 4 ululations for a girl child that had been born. So, that was a way of sending a joyful communication, whereby screaming and wailing was a bad a bad occasion or something bad had occurred in the community. Now, the other means, the second mean was we have the non-verbal. Non-verbal means of communication. Okay? Non-verbal means that the mouth is not giving out information, is not relaying information. Whereby the mouth, non-verbal. So the mouth is not being used to give communication. Number 1 was through smoke or fire. Signal. Smoke or fire, signal. So they would light a smoke or fire. Okay? Or the fire signal would be lit for people to know that there was something that was happening in the community. For example, this would alert people. There's a community or some people coming to attack the community nearby. Number 2 means was beating of drums. beating of drums. For example, they would beat drums to show a sign of the death of a chief. They would beat a drum to show that probably there's for calling a meeting in the community. So they would beat the drums to show that there was something happening in the community. Probably calling for a meeting. The chief is calling them for a community. Number 3 that we have as a nonverbal was a sign of blowing of horn. Blowing of horn. Blowing of the horn. So blowing of the horn was a sign of a nonverbal. When you blow the horn, woo, was a sign of nonverbal communication. Thank you so much as you enjoy your time. Thank you.